And we're here. We are live. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to another rendition of Risky Relaxation. Today's topic, the past. The past is going to be today's topic. Maybe an interesting conversation. See how it goes. So, let's start off with Google's version of the definition of the past. All right. It gives there's a few definitions. Adjective, noun, preposition, adverb. I can read them all. Okay, so the dictionary defines it as an adjective gone by in time and no longer existing. That's the adjective. The noun, the time or a period of time before the moment of spreading or writing. Preposition, well, actually, still with the noun. This is the second definition of a noun. A past tense or former of a verb. The preposition version, to or on the further side of, or beyond in time, later than. Adverb, so as to pass from one side of something to the other, used to indicate the lapse of time. It's a dictionary version of the past. Let's see here. Comment section. Hey Nicole, how are you? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a little while. Let's see here. One moment. Okay. Here. Sure. Okay, so the path. Okay. All right. Go better. So talked about perspective, hindsight. Uh, so those are connected to an individual's past, your past, my past, the person's past, that can motivate us in further endeavors of our life, which may be negative or positive. The past affects us differently. We can grow or it can slow us down, and we can dwell on it, which isn't healthy. And it can change the outcome of our happiness in a negative or positive way. It can affect our judgment. We shouldn't let the past dictate our future, but learn from it as a lesson. The mistakes that we've made or the positivity that we have done always can reflect on the future. They always say history has a repeating itself from the past, which is often true. People before us that have lived and died, we tend to do what they do, repeat the same mistakes that they have made. Sometimes we repeat their positivity. We oftentimes hurt ourselves. We might try to distance ourselves from the past. And sometimes it's difficult. There are people or situations. That's why we celebrate a new year. New year, new me. I think that's a catchphrase people use to describe the new year. It's still January, so happy New Year to everyone. It's like every New Year's Eve that comes, we're so enthusiastic. Everybody has the same type of demeanor. Fuck this, fuck last year. Let's move on to the next. Bigger and brighter things are going to happen. And we always have hope and optimism. And then some of us, the new year can bring in doubt, fear, angst, anxiety, bunch of confusion. Wintertime has the most suicide rate, especially during the holiday season. People are scared of change. And we shouldn't let that interfere on progression or mental mindset, our peace, our mental health is the most important. You can't care for others unless you have cared for yourself first. That's the way of life. You can't provide for others if you can't provide for yourself. Whether it be a family, a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, mother, father, you can't provide for any of the people, children. If you are not aligned with yourself. So who you are now isn't who you were then. Whether it be a year ago, 10, 5, 10, there's always change, always growth, always room for development. Always time for us to change. Always room for leadership in ourselves. I don't think we were meant to be followers, but to set an example for us. We are meant more for than just mediocrity. I used to say to my brother and my friends, a joke, I'll take a drink for you because you made it. You made it all the way to the fucking middle. It's a joke I used to say to people. Kind of like what Drake said. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah, so I just took that. You made it. You made it all the way to the fucking middle. So it's a funny joke. But sometimes when you dwell in the past, it can stunt your growth, stunt yourself, makes you better. Hey, Durkee, how you doing? How you doing, Durkee? You doing good? Hopefully everyone's doing well. So what kind of lessons do we take from ourselves? Ambition, overcoming obstacles, no longer wanting to be tied down from the past of yesteryear. Or did the past, was it positive? Was the past helpful in our own growth? Doing well. Talking about learning from ourselves from the past, whether it be helpful, whether we're good to ourselves or negative to ourselves, positive towards others, negative towards others, how we treated situations, maybe work. How do we utilize every aspect of our lives? Do we not think about the past at all? Sorry. About that. Change. The past can create change and a better understanding of the future. Some of us might be quote unquote haunted by the demons of our past. That's why people believe in reincarnation, a growth of self from an earlier previous life, a past life. But as we live when we were born until this current moment. What we are now is a reflection of our own past. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 maybe. And in 5 to 10 years from now, this will be the past. Evolving. A reincarnation of ourselves just in the present modern time. Part of us dies and a part of us grows. So, are you proud of your past? Mixed feelings? We hope to do the best possible decisions that we can possibly make for ourselves and our family and the people around us, friends. Stupid decisions are inevitable. One Sorry, that was rude of me. I was smoking a cigarette. I had a nicotine fit. It's noticeable on YouTube that people, what I've noticed, I'm not going to be specific, I'll be general. I notice a lot of other fellow content creators, in the new year they're going to change and become better people. And honestly, I haven't really noticed any change. I noticed the same behavioral patterns. When I started doing this philosophy, I changed. I know I have, and I think I'm in the right direction. I noticed some of my fellow content creators have still going down the same path, like most of them, 99%. Because I don't want to say 100. I'll be that 1% that changed. But they're still, and since I have changed, I've gone back into a few groups, and they seem more negative, and I guess because I'm trying this whole positivity kick, when you veer away from something, it seems to be more impactful. Well, in a negative way, it's like they're worse, but they're practically the same. It just seems like they're worse because you travel outside of what you used to be, and then when you look back, it's like, wow, I can't believe I was a part of that in certain aspects. And then, but then on the flip side, you might look at your past and realize, hey, there's something positive in my life. Wow. Unfortunately, that can't be said for a lot of content creators on YouTube. They still doing the same thing that they've always been doing. But just because it's a new year, people can change throughout the entirety of a year, whether it be March or September or November. People might change. It doesn't have to be on a certain day, like January 1st. It can be throughout the year. Actually, I have seen people, the only positive change I guess I've seen from certain people, a few, not a lot, but a few have limited their use on YouTube. Some have quit. Some come like once a month. Some content creators only do other people's panels. They don't create content themselves, but they'll go on other panels and hang out, or go and chat and hang out. And then some are just exactly the same. I guess the ones that are doing less content, I guess they've been humbled because of a certain negativity that goes into YouTube content creating. I, on the other hand, chose to go a different direction. Want to develop, want to grow my channel the right way and grow myself. Because every hobby or situation you put yourself into, chance for development. And that's what we ultimately should seek. Looking at your past, you've changed, you grow, you develop. Either positive or negative, or maybe sometimes both. Positive in one area, negative in the other. Maybe positivity all the way around, maybe negative all the way around. Depends on you and your mindset. How do you want to be perceived? That can only be up to the individual to determine how your life is. Maybe outside circumstances like family and friends, but in workplace. But ultimately, it is on the individual, usually. Like I said, keep that circle small, keep it positive, the people around you. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Yeah, that's yeah, right there, this comment right here. Yeah, so I went into that person's live, and honestly, I just noticed negativity. And I mean, you can go on the other side and say the same, but I just happened to go in that person's room. It's just negative, negative, negative. People just bashing each other. They say they're on the side of right, but all I hear is negative. I want to hear about their own personal growth, what they're doing in their life. Some people blame others for their lack of growth. That happens a lot in real life too. Honestly, people will say they want to change, but they say they have this cloud following them, preventing them from progressing. Ultimately, that's what that means. I think we might blame others too much, and then they attack the people that they feel that are slowing them down. It happens a lot. Bickering happens. Fighting. everyone has when you create a YouTube channel, yeah, you're going to do things that relate to your past. You're going to go forward, and in your YouTube channel, progressively make the right decisions. You can make the wrong decisions. It all affects you. It can affect your life in your real life. It happens to a lot of people. People say it is in real life, but it does affect your behavior, your demeanor, your positivity. It won't affect your work life. It shouldn't affect your children. Shouldn't affect your spouse or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. But it can weigh on you to make you sad, depressed, angry, happy, content. Can bring joy, bring pride, sometimes self-awareness. That's what a channel can do from decisions and looking at your decisions from the past that you've done on YouTube or on social media or in real life. Full circle. But how can we not repeat the past? No. I guess by reflecting. That trendy thing now, do better. Everyone says it, no one does it. Do better, and then we notice other people and we think to ourselves, they're doing the same or worse. I hear do better from honestly people that aren't doing better. So I don't know. I hate trendy phrases because the word narcissism is thrown out there a lot, and it's coming from narcissistic people. It happens. I hope you're having a good day, Carrie. No, honestly, I'm not talking about Billy Crystal. Honestly, I'm not really talking about myself. I talk about in general. There's a lot of people that listen to this, and hopefully you reflect on how you are. It's more for people to think about their own life. Yeah, I'm not talking about myself. I'm kind of like talking about like you, Billy Crystal. I'm talking about your life. I'm talking about Durkee's or Carrie's or Chloe's. It's more for you guys, honestly, than it is for myself. I do a lot of self-reflection. I feel like other people don't. I don't know if you do or not. I'm assuming you don't. So I just try to give you some insight on your own life, Billy Crystal. That's what I'm trying to do. And I know your name is not Billy Crystal. See people put up guards such as fake names or sock accounts, such as this person, Billy Crystal. He'll make a couple of points to make himself feel better about his own life, and hopefully he is. But he's here for a reason. A lot of people are here to hear philosophical chats because sometimes they need the push and direction from other people, such as Billy Crystal. He probably needs help with that in his own life. Hopefully he can get more philosophical and self-reflect and be more humble in his own life. And that will reflect from his past and onto his future. Yeah. And he also says that he's living in a drought. It sucks for him currently. So I'm assuming he's kind of sad right now. But it'll get better for you, Billy Crystal. Just reflect on your own life and focus on what you need to do. You'll be okay. Cage. So yeah, that's why I have these. For I think to myself, but generally speaking, I speak to the public, trying to help everyone out, whoever wants to listen. Appreciate everyone coming in. So just reflecting and learning from ourselves. That's what the past is meant for, to learn from oneself. And then the saying is to own thyself, be true. But be true to your positive self. Leave the negativity behind and focus forward. Yeah. I guess everyone can relate to that. So I'm going to make this a quick one. And I think this will be today's topic. And I'm going to end it. And I hope hopefully everyone can take something out of that. And I will be back tomorrow. So take care, everybody. Till next time. I might come back later tonight. Who knows? And maybe do another lesson. And take care.